This is a video about advanced forms of teleconferencing technologies, and more specifically the technology known as telepresence. Teleconferencing is a very effective way of communication that is used in the business world today, but telepresence is going to be the future of that communication. Telepresence gives the voice a face, more specifically, your face. These are some of the benefits you can expect to see with telepresence. You're going to save millions on travel expenses by not having to pay for plane tickets and hotel rooms and things of that nature. You're going to save valuable time by not having to travel as much. You're going to be able to make business decisions quicker because collaboration will just be a click of a button away. Your productivity will increase significantly. You're going to be able to reduce your carbon emissions by not traveling as much, and you can kind of play off that as a Going Green campaign. And also you're going to be able to train employees remotely. So what that means is, let's say the headquarters of your corporation is in China, and you have a plant opening in the United States. Well, if you wanted to train those employees in the United States with direct input from China, you could do that via a telepresence meeting. Now, these are some of the disadvantages we can expect to see. Your telepresence system, it must be used frequently. If it's not used frequently, it merely becomes a luxury, and then there's no point in even having it. The more you use your telepresence system, the more it will start to pay for itself. Implementation of telepresence can be very expensive. Prior knowledge of the system might be needed for first-time users. And maintenance costs can also be expensive. I know some vendors, their monthly maintenance costs run between $5,000 and $10,000, and that can add up. We're going to look at a few telepresence vendors in this video. There are several vendors in the telepresence market, each with their own concept of how telepresence can work and benefit a company. We're going to look at four vendors. We're going to look at Cisco, Digital Video Enterprise, which is DVE for short, Life-Size Communications, and Telepresence. Alright, Cisco. With the market for telepresence expected to grow at around 25% through 2013, you can expect Cisco to be a leader in this market. Cisco's 3210 telepresence systems are for large meetings of up to 18 participants. And this is a picture of the telepresence system, and we're going to talk about this picture in the next slide. The picture showed that the remote participants were split into three screens. They're split into three screens to provide communication to participants in three separate locations. This is an excellent application for training employees. Now you can meet in person with anyone, anywhere, as long as there is a Cisco telepresence endpoint. And what that means, as long as you have these Cisco telepresence nodes set up, you can have them set up all over the world, and then you can really meet with anyone whenever you want. With Cisco being a reliable leader in the telepresence market, system reliability and service should be top-notch. Now let's take a look at DVE. DVE's telepresence system is called the Immersion Room, and the name is perfect because it literally immerses you in a meeting room. It's pretty cool. DVE's claim to fame is their visual technology. The camera is positioned directly behind the display. The result provides the local and the foreign participants with a true eye-to-eye contact. Unlike traditional video conferencing or Skype, where the camera and the display are separate, DVE offers a very real eye-to-eye contact experience. So, for For example, let's say you're Skyping with somebody. 9 times out of 10, you're not looking at that camera at the top of your screen. You're looking at the middle of your screen, or you're looking at the little picture of yourself down in the corner. And that's going to look like that you're not looking at the other person and you're looking down. And in a business meeting, it's very important to look at the other person eye to eye, and that's what DVE offers, an eye-to-eye experience. DVE's immersion room solutions promise to improve end-user satisfaction. If this is the case, it would result in increased usage, which would lead to a strong ROI. The more the immersion room is used, the stronger the ROI promises to be. And now let's take a look at life-size communications. Life-size focuses on what telepresence is all about, and that's being able to see the person you are talking to. Life-size focuses on a high-resolution image that will offer excellent video quality. Life-size claims that video quality is the main reason for slow adoption of video conferencing by most corporations, and for the most part, that seems to be true. Life-size has designed solutions to provide life-size far-in images, which is one of the biggest challenges the market faces currently. Life-size far-in images highlight resolution limitations. So that means that by making an image larger, it may degrade the image, and the image can lose clarity, which isn't good when you're talking about telepresence. This is one of the obstacles that life-size is trying to overcome. And last but not least, let's talk about Telepresence. Telepresence, along with Cisco, appear to be the current commercial leaders in market space. Telepresence offers a multi-site video meeting called virtual vectoring. And the concept of virtual vectoring it's kind of hard to understand. It's very complex. To understand it better, imagine that 3 people are sitting at a round conference table, and one person starts speaking to a second person. This naturally prompts those 2 people to turn and face each other. While these 2 people are interacting, the third person will lose eye contact and see a side view or profile of the other 2 people. And that's what virtual vectoring aims to fix. Now this is just a picture showing the virtual vectoring concept. It's kind of hard to see, but it's probably the best image I could find. The gray shows London. The red down at the bottom represents Hong Kong, and the olive color in the top right represents Paris. And each represents the 3 cities communicating using the virtual vectoring concept. Telepresence and the future. Telepresence has the capability to bring science fiction to life. Holographic telepresence is going to be the next step for telepresence capabilities. So imagine going to see a concert and the artist is performing holographically, or bringing families together into the same room that are from all over the world. This is what holographic telepresence can do for us. One of the leaders in holographic telepresence is Musion. And the image you're looking at is from a presentation that Musion gave earlier this year. The guy on the left side of the screen is actually a hologram projection. He's not even there. And the way Musion does this, it sounds kind of science fiction-y. It sounds wild. They use their patented foil, which is completely invisible to the naked eye. They rig it at 45 degrees across the stage, and then they bounce the content off of a high-definition projector screen. This is then reflected upwards, and it reflects off the foil, giving the impression of a 3D image on stage, and that is what you see here. Now this is pretty cool. This is probably the coolest example of holographic telepresence. This is actually a video of Tupac, and as we all know, but most of us don't want to admit, Tupac is actually dead. This video takes place at the Coachella concert, which happens every year, and this video is from the Coachella concert of 2012. And what you're seeing is Tupac performing, well, I guess you could say he's performing live at Coachella, but that's actually a hologram version of Tupac. You can go online, you can watch the full video, and here in a minute he's going to perform with Snoop Dogg. But this is just an example of how far holographic telepresence has come. I mean, he's so clear and he looks so real. It's amazing actually to see, and you can actually go online and you can watch the video of how they brought Tupac back to life. It's pretty cool. There's actually several other videos of late artists performing. There's this video with Tupac before they did the Tupac concert. There was actually a Elvis concert that was done holographically, and it's wild just watching watching Snoop Dogg interact with this hologram projection of Tupac. But anyways, that's the video on telepresence, and that's it.